right now.
It's got to have like no health left on it right now. It's still going to be able to do a little bit of damage. Maybe. No, the warp in says no.
One probe.
Yep. Man.
One
Blink.
probe, Doa. One sad probe.
What a great idea, though, from SOS to have those stalkers there at that position. He knew Alicia would just make a beeline right for his base, and he should be able to defend this Nexus or reject, what am I trying to say? Cancel this Nexus, no problem. Deny.
Backing off a little bit. Gets away from the high ground and resumes his barrage. There we go, SOS in the driver's seat in this game. There we go, the cancel.
Yeah.
For Alicia, that Oracle forlorn atop the cliffs, unable to do the damage that it really needed to do to make that a worthwhile investment.
Now SOS has this mothership core as well, so he can blink in anytime he wants to, and Alicia, not the biggest army at the moment, but it's close enough that SOS is going to wait for another round of warpins. No, he's going right now, actually. Here we go. Does he have enough?
He simply walks up the cliff,
yeah,
blinks backward out of that photon overcharge. He does finally have that forward pylon down.
You know, I think he knew he didn't really have enough units to just straight up fight and win efficiently there, so he just poked in to draw out the photon overcharge.
The return of the Oracle, Guardian Shield goes down, and this Oracle finally doing just a little bit of damage right here, getting a handful of probes.
Yeah, maybe like 3 or 4 there I think I saw before it went down. The stalker count in Alicia's base is getting pretty terrifying, though. He's got 1 immortal, but that's really it.
Time warp goes down, but there's no blink for Alicia, so a significant advantage for SOS if he can micro those stalkers back properly, and a couple sentries as well. And is this go time?
Going after that cybernetic score, he's going to have a little bit of energy as well here.
Oh,
There's the
time warp goes down. Force field from both sides right now, pushing the units of Alicia forward. Good blink micro, bringing those stalkers back now, coming up around the side, trying to get that cyber core, and that will go down. So stalkers blink forward once
Alicia
again, straight onto the immortal. Any stalkers that come out right now will be the last until that cyber core gets back up again. The Oracle doing a little bit of damage, but this may be too much. SOS already up by about 20 supply. GG, SOS wins 3-0 and earns the right to play against his teammate Solkey in the semifinals.
That's right. So the tournament is at an end for Axiom Alicia. Unfortunately, he had a great run, but SOS just a little bit too strong in the end in PvP, and man, he just looked unbeatable. His play in these 3 games was some of the best I've seen in Heart of the Swarm.
And right now, actually, SOS manages to go through the WCS Season 1 final with a 5-0 record against Protoss. Of course, he will not face another one. He is the last toss standing.
Yeah.
So
undefeated versus Protoss this season. Congratulations, SOS. Good job.
Very impressive.
Yep. So that was a quick best of 5, wasn't it, man?
It sure was.
Yeah. Mirror madness.
Mirror madness here.
So I'm assuming we're going to have a bit of a break, and then the TVTs begin. It's going to be very, very cool. I love TVTs, so I can't wait to get into that.
Absolutely.
Yep. It's going to be day 9 in Apollo, back on the main stage for that match. Monty, Cristo, and I are going to be back in the casting lounge, hanging out with some more players, hanging out with Chobra back there, and then we're just going to kind of rotate for the rest of the day. But, man, we are moving fast today.
Well,
I gotta say,
we ZVZ
in a PvP, yeah,
generally going pretty fast. The PvP went, I think, faster than expected too, with only 3 games.
Yep.
So,
but what I'm excited about, tomorrow we get to see Solkey versus SOS again. It's a rematch from nearly the end of the WCS Korea Season 1.
Yeah.
Now, Solkey won that one pretty convincingly. So, you know, I mean, the games look pretty good for our Zerg player, but will, you know, SOS have that little edge to come back and take it? He's had some time to think about it, but he told us himself it's tough to play against Solkey.
Yeah, and he said he was confident against any Zerg except for Solkey in our little interview with him on the sub stream right there. And he said that really the reason is because he's been practicing some very secret builds against Zerg, but of course Solkey is the one he's been practicing against. So
yeah, exactly.
He felt very confident in his ability to surprise Roro if Roro made it through, but a little nervous when it came to facing down Solkey, which is exactly what we're going to be seeing tomorrow.
Yeah, that's awkward when it's like, yes, I have all these special ZVP builds for this tournament. It's like, oh no, I'm playing against my practice partner in the tournament itself. That's never a good situation. And SOS probably saying that right now. You know, he's like, well, I have to play against Sulky, and I can't use my special builds.
Yep.
But maybe he can make Sulky think B and do C.
That's
build
right.
B. He's like, look, it's build B. No, it's actually build C.
That would be so SOS of him.
It's going to be crazy, though. I mean, SOS is such a good Protoss player, and I mean, it's very, very fun to watch him. Very creative, too, and a bit unique as well among Protoss players. I mean, with Protoss, we generally do see a lot of themes around timings, around very, very specific builds and all-ins and things like that. But SOS just kind of turning the playstyle for this race on its head and saying, I'm just going to really try to be tricky. I'm going to try to, you know, make someone think the wrong thing and go for it. I'm going to play more reactionary. It's very cool.
It is indeed. Well, I guess we're just going to watch a little interview with SOS.
Yep.
If you guys, you can always go back with the VODs and see what he said on the substream a little bit earlier. So we did do a good little interview with them. Jobra was kind enough to translate everything over there. So if you're curious, and again, we will be doing more of those, so stay tuned all day over there in the casting lounge. So.
Yep. You know, SOS looks so calm after that match. That PvP just really did not phase him one bit. I think he felt pretty confident going into it, and then, you know, as the games went on, he was able to kind of continue that. So not too surprising really from him. But out of SOS and Sulky, I mean, it's going to be really cool to see who gets through. I'm kind of hoping a little bit to see SOS manage to take the win against Sulky, because having a Protoss versus Terran final would actually be really fun, and it's something we haven't seen in Korea for quite a while, actually. I mean, the last one I can remember was the Squirtle versus MVP GSL final from last year, so it's been quite a while since a Protoss has gotten to the finals, and we haven't had a Protoss win the finals since Seed beat MC, and that was like a Protoss guaranteed victory. So really it's been like since MC beat, I think it was July, way back when was the last time a Protoss beat a non-Protoss in like major tournament finals here in Korea.
Well, it would be exciting to see that for sure. I mean, we're guaranteed to have the one Terran because we've got all Terrans on one side of the bracket right now. So it's just a matter of whether it's going to be Sulky or SOS facing off in that final at this point. But either way, it's going to be good. I mean, there's that story, you know, of the PVT. We haven't seen that in the Korean final in a while, but there's also, I think, a lot of people out there hoping to see that Sulky Innovation rematch.
That's the other thing. It's totally possible right now. We could very well see WCS Korea Season 1 Finals rematch, between Sulky and Innovation, but they've got some, I mean, Sulky has to get through SOS, obviously, and Innovation has to get through some scary, scary Terran players on that side of the bracket. You know, that include players like MVP. Alive is maybe someone that a lot of people are counting out, but he's still a very scary TVTer, so you really can't count him out completely, I feel. And 4GG as well, who has like a 94% win rate right now in TVT. So if Innovation makes it through that group, that's going to be quite an accomplishment, even for a player like Innovation.
Well, apparently,
I think SOS just made a bold proclamation there.
He did, I believe.
Yeah.
Well,
so there you go.
There you go.
That's it. We're going to be taking a quick break, guys. And when we come back, it's going to be a TVT. So do not go anywhere. Waiting for that music, I guess. I guess they cut to a crowd shot. I was like, oh, okay. No, just trolling. All right. So we are ready to go on that break now. Do not go anywhere, guys. We'll be back with more WCS Finals right after this. End scene. Didn't work. It always works before. Like, there we go. All right.
So we're going to take a look at our brackets first.
Yeah.
Sulky taking out Roro 3-1 earlier today. SOS 3-0 in a quick series against Alicia, leaving us with Sulky and SOS in the semifinals. Coming up next will be 4GG versus MVP with Apollo and Day 9 on this channel. And Innovation versus Alive. Doa and I will be back for that one a little bit later today.
Man, those are going to be amazing TVTs. I mean, we've had great games already today, guys, but this is what I'm really looking forward to. I love TVT.
All right, so we'll be back coming up at 1:15, so local time. That'll be about 30 minutes from now.
Yep.
We will be back on stream for 4GG versus MVP.
Yep, so do not go anywhere, guys. So, suspense builds as we near the commercial break and the 30-minute break, I'm going to grab some lunch. And you guys can too at home. No matter what time zone it is, you can grab a little bit of breakfast, a little bit of food, some hot coffee maybe if you're trying to sort of stay awake. But the TVT action will help you with that quite a bit. So now for real, we'll be back in about 30 minutes with the next match, guys, here on the WCS Finals in Seoul, South Korea. Don't go anywhere.
안녕하세요, 박지수고요. 아이디는 포지지라는 아이디를 쓰고 유럽 지역을 참가해서 4등을 했습니다. WCS 파이널에 진출하게 돼서 굉장히 기쁘고 모두 잘하는 선수이니만큼 최대한 열심히 해서 좋은 경기 했으면 좋겠습니다. 테란 선수들은 제가 누구든 다 이길 수 있어요. 나는 대한민국 프로게이머 박지수다. 네, 안녕하세요. 저는 리퀴드 히어로라는 아이디를 쓰고 있는 프로토스 북미 지역 1위 송현덕이라고 합니다. 잘하시는 한국 프로토스 분들이 많으신데 그 중에 제가 그 결승 시즌 파이널에 진출하게 돼서 참 영광으로 생각하고 있습니다. 딱히 라이벌이라고 생각하는 사람은 없고요. 그냥 누구든지 그냥 다 이길 자신이 있습니다. 저는 대한민국 프로게이머 송현덕입니다.
Hello, my name is z-o-o-m. I'm playing Zerg. I'm from Europe and I'm get top 3 in Europe. I feel really it's very hard. I have a really tough group, so I will try to play just my usual play, and I hope it will be fun to watch. Seoul is really great. I like it. It's a really nice city. I was it before, and I like to be here once more time. It's really a pleasure to be here. I'm Ukrainian professional gamer z-o-o-m, Dimaga.
안녕하세요. 저는 김유진이고요. 아이디는 sOs를 사용하고 프로토스라는 종족을 하고 있고요. 한국 대회에서 4위를 했어요. 가 보니까 쟁쟁한 선수들이었는데 올라가게 돼서 좋고, 근데 대회가 좀 빨리빨리 하더라고요. 그래서 아직 실감은 제대로 안 나고 아마 이기게 되면 좀 실감이 날 것 같아요. 라이벌이라고 한다면 김민철 선수나 이신영 선수가 제일 까다로울 것 같아요. 나는 대한민국의 프로게이머 김유진이다.